What's up, everyone? Welcome to a True Underground Story podcast. I'm the host, Timmy Burner. Today, I'm with Lex859. All right, so tell the people a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Shit, front. Well, I always get this, man. Like, I'm from like a smaller county, man. I'm from Cynthia. I'm actually from Cynthia. Like, I don't like front like where I'm from. Like, but I've been living in Lexington most of my life, so this is where I am. That's who I am. So that's what made me.
So, what was your childhood like between like Cynthia and Lexington? What was it like growing up in that area?
It's, hey, Cynthia is like it's a smaller town, a little bit more country. Lexington's more city. Um, so I mean, just like it was all good. My childhood was like good for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like country living, like we hung out all the time with no cares in the world. You know what I'm saying? And now living in Lexington is a little bit more city, so gotta adapt to that. I was able to do that.
A little more trouble in the city.
Yeah.
So, how long you been making music now? Because I know you kind of took a break and then came back in 2020.
Yeah. I'll say like I guess I've been doing music for maybe like 10 years for real, but just in the last couple of years is when I actually found myself like who I am as a person instead of like trying to cater to other people and worry about what other people thought or said about my lyrics or whatever. So I just reinvented myself. So and now it's me. Now I'm Lex859.
Well, speaking of Lex859, you used to just go by Lex. What made you decide to add the 859 to your name?
Well, shit for real is because like when I put my stuff out on the streaming services, like it was 1,001 Lexes and nobody could find my name or find my music when they looked it up. So somebody told me it's like you should just make it Lex859, and I was like, yeah, I mean it makes sense. A lot of people putting the numbers in their names, you know what I'm saying? So I went ahead and rolled with it, so it kind of fits and it goes.
Where did you come up with the Lex part of your name?
When I first started rapping, I was just like, this is my city, so I plan on being the best doing it in my city. So why not take the name? So that's pretty much where I got it from. Like, I am the city, I am Lexington. Like when it comes to this rap stuff, so I don't feel like nobody's better.
What was some of the music you kind of grew up listening to, whether it was stuff you seeked out as a kid or the stuff your parents had you listening to?
I listen to like everything, like old R&B, like Tupac, No Limit, Cash Money, just everything. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I grew up in the country, so that music like kind of got me hip to a little bit of everything. So I listen to a lot of different music. Like there really isn't a genre I don't not like. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
like something in everything.
I feel that. So, what made you like want to start pursuing music? Because, like you had said earlier, you had made music before, but it wasn't really you were catering to other people at that time, and now you're making music that you like to make. What made you even want to pursue making music?
Like I always liked it. You know what I'm saying? I love music. I love listening to it, and I love making it too. But it was just like it had to be the right time. Uh, my friend Mono Slick, um, he gave me some free studio time. And I was like, all right, I'll make a couple tracks, you know what I'm saying, since you threw me the free studio time. And he thought the tracks that I made was pretty dope. So I was like, then COVID hit, so I had a lot of time on my hands. So I was like, why not go ahead and just try to pursue it and see what it come about it. You know what I'm saying? If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. But just I went ahead and did it. So I can't say I didn't do it. I didn't try.
What did your like friends, and then obviously your friend gave you the studio time, but what did your family think when you told them that you were gonna like really push to pursue music and see what happened with it?
I mean, a lot of them was just like, why you ever stop? Like, a lot of them was like, you was good. Why'd you ever stop doing it? We all thought you was going to keep doing it. So I was like, I don't know. I was like, I just had to make sure it was right. So everybody pretty much supports me. And I got a whole bunch of new followers and friends and people that support me, you know what I'm saying? Including yourself, you know what I'm saying? People believe in the vision and see what you're doing. They all like to support it. So, shout out to everybody that supports me. And I'm going to keep doing it until, I don't know.
Um, So aside from music, you have an interesting part of your life. You play semi-professional football still.
Yes, I do. I don't let I try to concentrate on my rap, so I don't really don't be telling everybody I still be doing it. But yeah, I still do be playing semi-pro football.
Now,
Um,
how did that all start? Like, did you play collegiate football and then it carried on into the semi-pros, or did you just go from high school?
um, like I played high school ball. I had a couple scholarship offers. I went to K State for a little bit, but I just wasn't feeling it. Um, so I was gonna give up football, and then one of my friends was like, "Hey man, we playing semi-pro football." Like, and I was like, "Real football, like 11-on-11?" And it's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, man, I get a shot, man. Let's go ahead and do it." I still love that game. I just, you know what I'm saying? If I got a game or a show, I gotta choose a show. But I still love playing football. I just had a game this past Saturday, so I'm in it, man.
um, in Ugly, you mentioned you did the rap thing, and now you're trying to start like your own clothing line. What is the clothing line? All love, no trust. Is that what the clothing
Yeah,
line is?
the clothing line is all love, no trust. Like I'm trying to drop my tape called All Love No Trust. Like, but I'm my biggest critic. You know what I'm saying? So I keep pushing it back, and I'm trying to get everything right. Everything has to fall in line. Otherwise, nobody will take you serious. So everything has to be on the up and up with me. Um, so when I started, it was just gonna be like merch. You know what I'm saying? And go with my
Tape.
mixtape. But once I didn't come out with the tape, but I went ahead and came out with the clothes, like everybody was like messing with it like heavy. So I, plan on doing a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I have shirts out. I have hoodies out. Like a lot of it sold out. Like because I didn't know that I was gonna get that much support and love for it. But I got more stuff coming out. More stuff's gonna be coming here pretty soon in the fall. So just be on the lookout for that. Because yes, the brand is All Love No Trust. That's also gonna be the mixtape when it comes out, hopefully soon. But All Love No Trust is what it is.
What was that like for you when you were able to sell out all your stuff with not having like the expectation of like, oh, this shit's gonna be gone, and then just everything sold?
I it's crazy. Like it really surprised me. Like it surprised like just word of mouth because I didn't even like promote it for real. Like I put it out, but I didn't have to go like to nobody and be like, hey, you want to buy this? You want to buy this? I got these. I got these. It's pretty much one person hit me saying, hey, could I get one? And I'm like, yeah. And then they tell a friend, they tell a friend, tell a friend. I take those pictures. People come and say, hey, can I get one too? So it's just like, yeah. So it's just like real genuine love. It's like not necessarily people buying it because of who I am, like, but because they liked it. So I mean, it's humbling. You know what I'm saying?
I bet. So, who would you say is probably like an artist that you would say that kind of influenced your sound?
You know what? I ask a whole lot of people all the time. Do I sound like different people? I honestly couldn't tell you. Like I don't know. I just try to make my own lane, and I just try to rap about what I know and make all kinds of music. So I try to make music for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
everybody says, it all depends on your mood and the songs you come out with. But I just make my music. I don't think my flow's like anybody else's. I think it's just me. I mean, but somebody can tell me who they think I sound like, and you know what I'm saying? I'd be appreciative because I haven't heard that person yet.
Um, yeah, I would agree that you kind of have like a unique sound because like on your album, The Resurrection, you have multiple songs where your style is different on each song. Like Till I Die and Rockstar aren't anywhere near the same as In My Bag and My Outfit. Two different flows and styles.
Yeah,
Um,
I just try to go where the beat take me, man. So I just make music.
what's your recording process like? Are you one of the type of artists that goes in, just kind of freestyles and then punches things up, or do you like take time to study the beat and write to the beat?
I take my time. Like before I go to the studio, like I usually have 3 or 4 songs ready to go. So I can go record 3 or 4 songs in like a couple of hours. So like, my engineers that I work with, you know what I'm saying, Mino or my guy Eli who I record all my music with now or Phil from over at the dojo. Like they know, like when I come in there, I'm trying to knock out like 3 or 4 songs. Go in there to play or hang out. I just go do my music and get up out of there because that's what it is. I'm already prepared to go. So, and I've already pretty much wrote the music out. It's probably maybe it took me a week or two to write the song. You know, what I'm saying it just all depends. But I'm just prepared when I go. So I don't do that. Honestly, I ain't that good at freestyling. I ain't even going front. People like
Uh,
freestyle.
the-
I'm like I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't about
yeah,
to try to sound trash to you. I ain't gonna do it.
I mean that's a good thing to have, man. It's just self awareness to know, like, to avoid getting yourself in a situation where somebody's like, "Oh, come freestyle for me."
Yeah, and I'm like, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear
Y'all don't want that.
it. Y'all don't want to hear it. I can try, but it ain't gonna be good. All right.
So if money wasn't like an object and you didn't have to worry about paying for it, who's like a mainstream artist that you would really like to get on a track with you one day?
Um, I mean, I guess everybody like I love music, so to make a song with Drake, a person who makes music, saying just all over the board, that would be dope. Um, Jay-Z to test out my lyrical abilities because you gotta match it. Um, yeah, and Lil Durk. I mean, he's hot right now, so guys like that.
I feel that. Um, who would you say is probably one of your favorite? Was probably one of your favorite like rappers growing up? Was it someone like Jay-Z just because he has such a unique pen and flow style himself?
Yeah, him. Well, not him now. I wasn't real hip to Jay Z until the Blueprint 3. Like I wasn't really feeling him until the Blueprint 3, and then I honestly thought that he was probably one of the best rappers ever. After I heard that, and then on everything he spits is golden. But like Tupac, like I really like him. Like coming up with Tupac. Um, yeah, big influence. Like the
Um,
realness.
yeah, it's definitely one thing about Pac is he was always real. What would you say has probably been the hardest thing for you as an artist?
The hardest thing would probably be support for the most part. Being like a local artist, which is something I don't necessarily deem myself because that's not what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming to be just I'm an artist. Like I'm a rap artist. Like I want to be global. Like bro, like, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
don't aim it, but to be a local, for everybody to consider you a local artist, like that's it. So you don't get a lot of the support. Like I've had people tell me like they just stumbled across my music. They be like, "Oh man, you really good. You can rap." It's like, cause I don't listen to local music. Like, dang, you don't listen. Like, you don't get nobody no chance. So like, the support is like the biggest thing. And if you're not in certain circles, like especially like in the city, if you're not in certain circles, you don't get maybe that feature from that other artist, or nobody gives you the time of day for real. So that's a struggle in itself. So I just move how I move.
um, to counter that, what would you say has probably been like the most rewarding thing for you as an artist? Would it be like the fan recognition that you get and how much people just fucked with your clothing line when you dropped it?
Yes, that's right. Both those things that you said, that brings me joy. I love music. You know what I'm saying? So just having people appreciate what I do, and the people that do appreciate it, like I appreciate them back like so much. Like you know what I'm saying? So I mess with you like hard, like because you heard my music, you really fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I mean I love that and I appreciated that, man. And you been right there, like you said you was. Every time, like you liking and posting it. Then we're doing an interview, So if I go, you can hit me anytime, and I got you.
appreciate that. So you recently have been posting about some events you got coming up. We'll start with this first one here that I think passed already, if I'm not mistaken, was the Comedy Jam. No, it's on Saturday. The Comedy Jam after party. How did you end up getting linked up with this?
That's my guy. He met Spider Entertainment. Um, another person who just supports me. Like we met. He heard my music one time, and just like he was like, "Bro, when I got something, you gonna be a part of it." And I'm like, "All right, bet." And you can only take people, what they say so far, but pretty much every time he's had an event or had anything, he always calls me, and I always go come through to show love because he's been showing me so much love. So it's just something I'm just helping him promote and stuff like that. Maybe I'll perform at the after party. Maybe not. I don't know right now. But yeah, it's just all love right there. It's just another connection that I got, and just try to keep those.
I saw that it said that Chico Bean will be there, so that'd be
Yeah, yeah,
probably.
yeah. The comedy show, then the comedy show after party, and Chico Bean will be at both of them. So it'll be a good look for the city and a good look for Spider Entertainment.
Um, so another Spider Entertainment event you just did was yesterday, or you swung through, or you had posted about, was the back to school brunch. What was the uh, event for, like, exactly?
It was actually it was supposed to be like the comedy show was supposed to actually be the last night. But he had to move it due to some circumstances. Nothing major though. But he had to move it. But he went ahead and kept the brunch there. So he just made it an event. The homie Mikey Trillfigure, um, he came through and performed at the brunch. It was dope. It was at Girls Burritos. I don't know if you ever been there, but
Yeah.
nah, yeah, that's a nice spot. And Mikey came through. He performed. He tore it down like he always does every time he performs. And like surprisingly, and they asked me to perform, so I performed too. So and I did a couple of songs for the people that was there. And, just had a good time and chill. It was just vibing.
So I recently interviewed Chief Griffey.
Hi,
How
my guy.
exactly did you and Chief link up?
Uh, Semi-pro football. We know each other from playing semi-pro football, and I don't even think we talked about doing music then because back then when I was into football, I wasn't really doing my music as much, so I didn't talk about it. But that's how we pretty much linked up, and then he started doing his music thing. So that's my guy. So I support what he does and follow him and his career, and I hope he makes it. And it seems like he's doing a real great job. And we still need to actually do a song together for real.
You do. I was telling him that during the interview because you both support the fuck out of each other. You can tell
Yeah,
that you have like a mutual respect and appreciation for each other.
yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. I love to support whoever wants to support me. I tend to support everybody, anybody that's an artist, anybody that's doing something. I try to support them, whether it's I go to a show and be front row. Like I don't usually like stand in the back for the most part. If I mess with you, like I come and I support you. So it was me coming to a show, posting you, reposting, doing a verse for you or whatever. Like I do it. Like my support is 100% genuine, especially when it comes to this music.
Um, so I got a quick game here.
Yep.
Started playing called This or That.
Okay.
I'll present two artists to you, and you'll tell me which one you're gonna listen to first.
All
Since you
right.
got a musical ear, I think this could be interesting. So we'll start with Tory Lanez or Chris Brown.
That's a good one. Chris Brown,
Bruno Mars or The Weeknd.
The Weeknd,
Erykah Badu or Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill,
Stevie Wonder or Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson for sure.
DMX or Jadakiss.
DMX.
Jay-Z or Nas.
Oh, definitely Jay-Z. Definitely.
Tupac or Biggie.
Tupac for sure.
G-Unit or Slaughterhouse.
G-Unit.
Cardi B or Nicki Minaj.
Cardi B.
XX or Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
Do Kevin Gates or Joyner Lucas.
Joyner Lucas.
Lupe Fiasco or Wale?
Wale, definitely.
Wiz Khalifa or Young Thug?
Thug.
Kid Cudi or Jack Harlow?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the hardest one. I'm gonna go with Jack, man. I'm gonna go with Jack. I'm gonna go with Jack.
Nelly or Akon?
Nelly.
Outkast or Wu-Tang?
Definitely Outkast. Wu-Tang's not my cup of tea.
Eminem or The Game?
Eminem, because I don't like how the game moving nowadays.
50 Cent or Ja Rule?
50 all day.
E40 or Twista?
Twister, of course.
The Lox or Dipset?
Dipset.
21 Savage or Kodak Black?
21.
21. J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar?
Cole.
Mobb Deep or UGK?
UGK, for sure.
Pusha T or Kanye West?
Kanye, man. All day.
Lil Wayne or Drake?
Drake.
Royce the 5'9" or Benny the Butcher?
Benny.
Gucci Mane or Jeezy?
Oh. Gucci, especially now. Gucci.
One of his songs that he just released, I think it was like Dissing the Dead. Fucking hard.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, remember, Jeezy was ahead of him, but Jeezy fell off, and Gucci's still thriving.
Yeah, Gucci's music, like, I don't know what the fuck it was, man, but whatever Jeezy got on.
I don't know what, but Gucci ain't changed. He's the same person. He rapped the same way, and he's still relevant. So that's dope.
T.I. or Ludacris?
T.I.
Gunna or G Herbo?
Two different styles. Herbo been going in lately, but I'm gonna go with Gunna.
Lil Durk or Lil Baby?
I'm gonna go with Durk, man.
Da Baby or Polo G?
Polo G.
Last one I got, Young Dolph or Nipsey Hussle?
Hey, man, R.I.P. both of them, man, but I'm going to go with Nipsey.
With that one, to me, I feel like there isn't a wrong answer because they both have like such a huge impact on not just the music side of the underground, but the business aspect of it all.
Those are two guys that definitely knew what they was doing when it comes to the business. You know what I'm saying? And being, dang, man. Hey, yeah, we lost two good ones right there.
For real. So, how many music videos have you got to do since resurging your music career?
I've done 4. I've done 4. I got a 4th one getting ready to come out.
When you perform at shows, what's like your favorite song to perform live?
I guess I mean, here lately I like performing Ugly. But I always do my outfit. It seems to be a fan favorite. When you think people don't even know it, like when I start performing, a lot of people know it more than I know. You know what I'm saying? More than I thought. More than I thought that they knew. So, I guess I'll go and say my outfit. I like performing that because I like seeing people, really get into it, and a lot of people know the words to it. So I know that they've been paying attention to my music.
Your music videos have like a real high quality to them. Do you particularly go to the same videographer?
Yes, my first 3 videos were shot by That's My Visuals. Like, that's my guy. Um, he does a lot of people's videos, and when we get together and think about what we want to do for the videos, he just he helps me put it together like real nice. You know what I'm saying? Because everything I do has got to be professional looking. Because I'm not trying to go for that local look or nothing
Yeah.
like that. So I wanted to be on the main stage. I want everybody to recognize it for what it is. The fourth video is actually shot by somebody new, my homie Xavier. So it's just something new. Me and him talked a couple of times. So I'm saying, we just want to see something click. You know what I'm saying? So a different type of video, but that should be coming out here pretty soon.
Hey, I like to hear it. Is it for a new song or is it for one of your older tracks that's out?
It's a new song. It's not even out. Nobody's heard it for real unless you look at my story. I might have posted on my story here and there, but it's called Creole Flow. So it was supposed to go on my mixtape that I'm going to drop, All Up No Trust, but I got booted off. It didn't make the cut. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to drop like another little mixtape with some industry beats, and I'm going to put that on there and probably drop it on SoundCloud. So you'll probably see like some cover art here pretty soon, the next week or so for that before my real mixtape drop.
Recently you started releasing city to city remixes. Like you've remixed Jack Harlow's First Class and Lil Durk's What Happened to Virgil. What made you want to start doing remixes on your channel?
I just thought that'd be a different thing. So that's pretty much what the little tape that I'm getting ready to drop here soon is gonna be. It's just be me like remixing songs with me. So it's kind of me like what I'm saying, sparring with the artist that's on the track and seeing if I can match flows and what it would sound like if they asked me to get on it. So I just thought it'd be fun to keep working. You know what I'm saying? Because if I start making new music, then my mixtape will get pushed back further and further and further because I know I'm going to make a song that needs to knock this one off, and then I want to put this one out. So I got to make sure it's perfect. But I just do it for practice and just to keep going and to show that I got it and I can rap with anybody.
So in hip hop, you have to have like that edge about you, and because it's a competition, whether it's friendly or aggressive, you have to have confidence about you. Like, do you feel like that's also necessary for you on the field as well? Or do you consider yourself a trash talker in football?
100%. Don't nobody want to play against me because I always feel like I'm the best at everything I do. And don't let me get the upper hand on you because if I get the upper hand on you, you're going to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's all in competition. I'm very competitive. So my competitive nature in sports, I bring it over to my music. So my music, like I use when people come about me, if people don't give me my respect, just know that I know. And if I ask you to do something, like what I'm saying, like I don't necessarily charge for features or anything like that. I don't, because I don't feel like getting a feature for me. Like just unless you like my music. I'm it's not gonna benefit you from, like, I'm not gonna make you no money. I'm not gonna get
Right.
you 2,000 or 3,000 followers. I might get you a few. You know what I'm saying? I get you a little recognition, but not enough to me to charge you to do no verse for real. So anybody messes with me, I give back. But when I reach out and people don't wanna, do the same, you know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking their hustle. That's their business, but just know that I know. And anybody that does me wrong, just know that I know. So when you listen to some of my music and you hear me being a little aggressive or I'm saying certain things, just know that a lot of it's the truth, and that's really how I feel.
So I brought that question up because I have a couple posts that you had made back in the past to the Ohio Semi-Pro Football League in 2019. You said jumping to a new team, corny as fuck.
Yeah, man. Like, I play in Cincinnati. That's where I play at because that's where they serious about football, man. But everybody up there, boy, there ain't no loyalty nowhere, man. They'll be on your team this week and then on another team the next week and the next year they'll be on 2, 3 more teams. I'm like, man, y'all do this corny, bro. Like, stick to the same team. Like, you don't have to jump or you just be your friend go over there. Like, you're not even gonna play, but you just going over there because your friend going over there. Like, that's just corny as hell.
And then one last one I had was in 2020, you said Well, you didn't say y'all. You said another word that I can't say. You said, Phil Cappin, no wide receiver on the Royals is better than me, and none of the DBs can check me.
That's facts, man. A lot of people probably don't think I'm as good as I really am, but I am that. And that team, they folded. So, not bad. Some of their players play on my team, I believe, but they all whack. They probably got one good dude over. They did. So, yeah, the way I talk, the same way I talk to them. I say the same thing I'm saying then, I say it to them. They all trash. They all still trash. And none of them can check me when it comes to football, man. That's my sport. Nobody can take that away from me. That's my sport.
I mean, I think I've seen like a highlight you had posted. You're fucking quick, man. Facts.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
So, as an artist, though, what would you say is more important to you on Spotify, your monthly listeners or your followers on there?
It's really the followers is what's most important because you get the followers, the listeners, and the streams come after that. So that's what's most important. But it's a hard game to play. Marketing and promotion is really big, so that's also a struggle at times. So, but that's the biggest thing. Just getting the followers up on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? So the monthly listeners and the streams will go up. You know what I'm saying? I get a little change off of it, but it's okay.
Now, your last release, which was Stand On It, which was back in May, when you upload new music and stuff, are you pitching to Spotify to try and get some of your songs playlisted?
Yeah, I didn't pitch Stand On It, but I pitched Ugly. Yeah, that was Ugly and Power. I pitched both of those. So
I know it's hard sometimes. I just know that I do a lot of research during all this myself for marketing, and I follow like artists that have a bigger following, and they always preach like make sure when you're uploading music that you pitch your song to Spotify.
yes, so
Just
you
on
can
the
try to get
off
on those
chance that they,
playlists. Yeah, and they get you. Yeah, got to get it on them playlists. But me and my guy Eli, who's my engineer right now, like he preaches a whole lot of that to me. So we got some. He's helping me with some stuff. I'm gonna help me with some stuff. So that goes a long way because he has an artist that they're doing that with, and they know what they're doing.
So a lot of artists have a lot of music backlogged. I know you're sitting on a whole mixtape. Would you say you have quite a bit of music that you have hidden in the vault that you could just drop at any time if you wanted to?
Yes, I have a whole lot of music. I don't even.
With no hesitation. Yes.
Yeah, I have a whole lot of music. Like my mixtape's only gonna have 10 songs on there, but I don't know how many I've recorded for it. Uh, I don't know. I got a lot. I can drop whenever I want to, but it's just got to be right. But I have a lot of music. I have a lot of music. I got a lot of verses. There's a lot of songs I've written. I just don't go record them. So I got a lot of songs recorded. I got even more songs written.
Have you ever thought of like the songs that didn't make the cut for the All Of mixtape to make another mixtape called the All Of No Trust mixtape, the throwaways, and just have like all your throwaway songs on that one?
That would be dope. But honestly, when it comes to me making music, like I make the music for the moment and I make it for the tape. So aside from the couple of songs that I'm gonna have drop on this like little, industry beat mixtape, I'll have a couple of new songs on there that nobody's heard. But other than that, I make the music for that. And then when I decide that I'm gonna do another project, I'll put focus on more new music. So I'm always gonna have music because I'm not gonna use a lot of it. I'm just gonna record 30 more songs for the next tape, and see if I can pick 10 of those. And it just depends on when I drop that, because then I might have even more music.
What made you decide to have multiple Instagram accounts? Because you had one that was like Lex859 G90, and then
No. Yeah. I had one that was Lex859, and somebody hacked my thing and hacked my shit, and then turned it into Lex859 G90, which I don't know what that means or who that is or none of that.
They don't even
Like,
post on it. That's the funny thing.
yeah,
Like they hack
yeah,
you all the
they
time.
hacked me, took all my posts, and took my followers off, and then like I don't know what they doing. So I had to come up with another one and had to start all over. So I was just getting going with that one too, man. They hacked me, man.
Shit. Surprisingly though, you caught up pretty quick, man. I mean, that one's sitting at 1907, and you're already at 1422. So you've kind of worked a lot of your following back already.
Yeah, yeah, just trying to get in contact back with the same people, and then meeting new people. So, building a bigger buzz for myself, and it kind of jumped it back up there. So I'm trying to get back up there, man. Need to be a whole lot more, but it's gonna come with the territory, though. I got things hopefully like starting with the show on the 18th, so I'm gonna do a whole lot more.
Um, have you got to do a lot of features for artists?
Um, mm, I've done a couple, like not too many though, but people ask me, but no, a lot of people don't follow through. Cause people ask me, a couple people, hell, they done send me songs, and I'd be like, I got the verse done, like, because I think that's an honor when people send me songs to do. I make the first priority. I probably had a song done, shoot, depending on what I got going on. So I had a verse done in like an hour or less, cause I just like doing it when people ask. I enjoy making music, so when people ask, but so I got verses just sitting, people ask me to do, and then they don't ever want to get in the studio. So that's not my business. It's not my music. So
Um, so talking about some of your music videos here, like for the My Outfit music video, you paid homage to Friday and other movies. What made you want to take that route for that music video? How did you come up with that concept?
uh, I believe it was my friend Rick who told me like I needed to. He was like, you shouldn't do like the regular, like just dressing nice. You should do like something different. So I was like, all right, let's do it. So we did the Friday. We did the crisscross with the backwards jerseys. On a basketball court, there was this movie called it's an old movie called Above the Rim. It had Tupac in it.
Yep.
Um, so that's what that first one was with the jersey on, with the black jersey on. So that was Above the Rim. The red jerseys was crisscross, and then the Friday. And we had some more scenes that we wanted to do, but those three came out real good. So we just wanted to be different. We needed the video to be different. It was my first video, so we just wanted to be different, not be the same in the norm with the money and the cars and the clothes, all that stuff.
And then your next music video, I believe, was Best Friend featuring Bryce Jamel. And that music video kind of takes place in like a bar. Well, how did you come up with the concept for that music video?
That's my visuals, man. He's a genius when it comes to that, and it was actually a blessing that it snowed that night. It made it for a good scene. We were supposed to shoot it like the week before that, but we was trying to shoot it at this other bar at this hotel, and they wouldn't let us shoot it, and a whole bunch of stuff. So we ended up moving it to the next week. It ended up starting to snow real bad, so I was like, "Dog, you still want to do the video?" And he was like, "If you want to, I'm down." And I was like, let's just make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. And it came out real dope, man. So my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Just, it's a real love song. You know what I'm saying?
And then you've got the ugly mixtape. Not ugly mixtape, ugly music video.
Yeah.
What was the concept behind that music video?
That music video, man, was just hey, like the song say, like we hear it, man. I just touched that on your block, man, and I don't care. So it's just like me talking shit. So we was just hyping the video, and that was it. Like you wouldn't have known that it was a snowstorm out there that night, and it was like it had to be like 0 degrees outside. So we are freezing. I couldn't even feel my hands. I don't know if you can tell. Can't tell in the video, but I could not feel my hands or my feet in that whole video. Nobody
I'm trying
could.
to think.
Nobody could, but shout out to the people that came out in that weather, because the weather was super bad that night,
Yeah.
super bad, and they all came out, and we still made it happen, and that's my visuals again. You know what I'm saying? We roamed around the parking garage, you know what I'm saying? Because we were supposed to shoot it at a club, but the club closed early. So I was like, oh man, everything's going to hell. But we shot it, and he put it together real nice, man. So, I mean, big up to him, man. That's my visuals.
Um, it's sitting at 17,000 views, which is really good for only being out for 6 months. You've already accumulated 17,000 views, so.
Yeah, I pushed that video more than I pushed any other video. It's one like that's one of my better songs, so I really pushed that one and got it going.
What would you say is your idea of making it in the music industry?
I would say getting signed, but it's not necessarily something that needs to happen. But I mean, make it in me just be for me to just be able to move around freely and do what I do. So I don't have to make all the money, you know what I'm saying? But just getting to a better position than I am now would be making it for me. Anything to step up from where I am is making it for myself. I'm very humble. Like, I don't, anticipate too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, anything up from right now is up for me. So I appreciate everything that happens.
What would be some advice that you would give to a younger person wanting to pursue music, or even a younger you, if you could give yourself advice back when you were younger? What would it be?
Be yourself, because it's something that I struggle with. And don't let nobody else influence you, because it's something that I struggled with. Like, I let people influence me, like, as far as, like, I ain't gonna talk about this because this person might get upset. Or they might know exactly what I'm talking about. Or it might cause a problem between this person and me and this person or whatever. So just, stay true to yourself. Be yourself. Talk about what you want to talk about. Be you, and don't let nobody influence you otherwise.
What would be some change you want to see in your community?
Change in my community? I guess, like, for sure. I mean, despite, my music and stuff that I say, you know what I'm saying? And, I stand on all that, but sometimes, senseless violence is, a lot of that has happened. So, not let that needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? A lot of innocent people getting hurt and killed over, real beef, but the people ain't doing what they supposed to do, and they hurting other people. Like, they not handling business like they should. So, like, the senseless violence, I'd like that to stop.
So, talking about the Resurrection here, your album that you dropped back in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it came out in 2020, but you re-released it under Lex859 last year.
Yeah.
What was your favorite track off that album? Between, you had My Outfit, In My Bag, Best Friend, Wavy, Outside, Flexin', Rockstar, Until I Die.
Till I Die is actually my favorite song on there. I felt like it was, like, the most real. Like, almost every bar was real, and it all came from the heart. So, that's my favorite song on the whole thing.
I would say, for me personally, Till I Die is probably also my favorite on there. And then probably a tie between My Outfit and Rockstar, just because Rockstar was a little bit different.
You know what? People say that they like Rockstar. That's probably my least favorite on the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, probably my least favorite. I don't know why. It was good enough to make it, but, because, I let my friends, like, help me put the music that I wanted to put on there. Yeah, that's probably my least, and they kept pushing me to put that one on there. I was like, I like it, but I don't know. And they was like, no, you got to put that one on. I was like, all right, bet. I put that on there, and, like, look, you like it. A lot of people like it.
Hey, man. That's, like, one of the things I've noticed is a common occurrence with artists. They'll be like, yeah, it's an album, a song I put on the album. Same thing. They're like, I didn't really care for it, but my circle of people that I trust all said, like, nah, that song's dope.
Yeah.
And you can, like, talk to a lot of mainstream artists, and they'll tell you, like, their biggest hit is a song they fucking hate it.
For the most part, they're like, that one? They're like, that's the one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, all right. Y'all roll with it, especially if you're on a label and they control everything that you do.
Yeah.
So they gonna tell you that was the one. You was like, all right, whatever, man. Just drop it and do y'all's thing, man. I'm gonna sit back and perform it.
So you really, because these got all re-released, but "Ugly" was your first single after the album, wasn't it?
Yes. No. Yeah, it was. It was.
I knew it was either "Ugly" or "Ooh." I couldn't remember which one.
Oh no, it was Ooh. I
Is
dropped
it
that
"Ooh"?
one.
Okay.
Ooh was the
What
one I dropped. Yeah.
What was the process behind "Ooh"?
Uh, just being that new like drill music scene, you know what I'm saying, and that new New York wave, you know what I'm saying. So just getting on that, you know what I'm saying. And again, like a lot of my music, I like, I just be talking my shit, you know what I'm saying. So like, yeah, I can't do what I do, you know what I'm saying. I was just trying to get something catchy going, so that's all that was. And that was supposed to be the lead single because I was getting ready to drop the mixtape, but I didn't. And then I went to the studio and ended up doing Ugly, and then that one came.
So while we're on the topic of "Ugly," what was the creative process behind "Ugly"? Like, how did you come up with that beat and all that?
Like I typically buy my beats, like I buy them off the internet, you know what I'm saying? Because I get a lot of different flavor, sound that I like, or that fits me, you know what I'm saying? So I heard the beat, man, and I just felt like popping shit because I probably at the time I think I was probably going through some stuff, so I just felt like popping some shit. So that's how it came out. And
Then you released "Power" at the beginning of this year. What was the
mhm.
process behind "Power" and how you came up with it?
Power actually came from my dude Infinite Customs. He do a lot. I know you see me post different shoes and stuff that my
Yeah.
guy's done. He actually did a pair of shoes for a guy that's on the show Power. The season with Tommy. I don't know if
Yeah.
you watch Power. That season.
I don't, but I know enough about it just from
Yeah,
pop
okay.
culture.
So my friend actually made a pair of shoes for the dude on the show and a few other people too. Uh, so he was just like, I got an opportunity. He's like, I don't know if it's gonna get you anywhere, any recognition. He said, but since you're my guy, like he said, I need you to make a song, and when I drop the shoes, I'll tag the song and put the song on it, and then we'll see if people like it and stuff like that. So it pretty much Power is because of the movie, because of the show Power. So that's why when you can hear me, I say something about Tommy and 50 Cent, and I say that in the song in the beginning. So it's all towards the show.
And then you release "Stand on It," which it's for an intro for a podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
What you made it for?
Mhm.
How did that come about? Did they reach out to you and ask you to make them an intro song?
Yeah. So obviously because I'm in the semi-pro world, uh, they was coming up with a podcast, sports podcast, and since they had seen that I was doing music, and they all really liked Ugly. All of them liked Ugly, loved it. So they just asked me, reached out, and said, "Hey, can you make a song for the podcast?" And I told them, "Sure." And I did it. You know what I'm saying? Just went ahead and dropped it for them, so they'd have it to have a link to show all their peoples and friends, and you know what I'm saying. And it gets me plays and stuff too, and gets me a little bit of recognition. So it all worked out hand in hand. So shout out to them for reaching out to me and asking me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, anytime anybody asks me to do something, I put 100% into it because it's got to be right for them.
So you had brought up that they really fucked with Ugly. What do your teammates know that you make music, and what do your teammates think of your music if they know?
It slowly comes out. Like I said, I don't really mix the
The
worlds for
two
real.
worlds, yeah.
So if they see me, they all follow me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But they see me there. I mean, they all love it. They play it at the games. Play my music at the games now that they know, and they see me doing the little, like the little freestyle things that I do. And they's like, "Dang, man, you just," they just really appreciate the music. So, shout out to all my teammates and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. So I'm gonna give you the floor. You can plug anything you got going on.
All right. Well, you know what I'm saying? New Instagram is real Lex859. That's what I'm That's what I go on by now. And you can go on any platform, man. It's Lex859. I got The Resurrection out right now. I got singles Ooh, Power, and Ugly out right now. You can go check all those out on all platforms, YouTube, whatever you got. You can go check that out there. And I'll be on Memphis. I'll be in Memphis on the 18th, ready to turn up. And man, just keep checking for me, man, because I ain't going nowhere right now, man. We're getting ready to turn up, and Creole Flow video dropping real soon.
I advise if you end up catching this and you've never listened to Lex's music, search him out because everything he's dropped has been fire. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. All of Lex859's links will be in the description below. His Instagram, his Facebook page, his YouTube, his Spotify, and his Apple Music.
Yes, sir.
Make sure everyone gets tapped in with all that so that way you're up to date and you're knowing when he's going to drop new music videos or new project that I'm waiting for.
Yeah, it's coming. And thank you, man. I appreciate you too. Like, shout out to you for having me on here, man. I really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate it.
Hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time to do this. I mean, it's mutual both ways. Like, you've sent me music that is unreleased before in the past, and I still will go on my Google Drive every once in a while that's on there, and I'll listen to it. I'm like, man, I really fucking hope he drops this shit someday.
And if I don't, you got it, man.
Yep, exactly. I got the exclusives.
Yeah, when I blow up, man, drop that shit, man. Make you some money.
I just make a whole fucking YouTube page with like 8 songs that you never released. Man, I appreciate you, Lex.
I appreciate you, dog.
Take it easy.
All right, bro. Deuce.